All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Colson River Retreat. We're over here at the beehives today. We got Beyonce and Edgar. If you don't remember, Edgar's in the blue. Sorry, yeah. Edgar's in the blue, Beyonce's in the yellow. I'm gonna try to keep my smoke going today. I really suck at that. All right, so this is our fall hive bee inspection. As you can tell, we took the honey supers off at the last bee video. I'll put a link to that in case you missed it. But today we are going to start feeding them. I'm concerned that we don't have enough honey built up. We'll look at that today specifically, but we need to make sure we feed them for the winter, get them up and strong, see how they're doing. We're going to put some, we're a little bit late on the Mite treatment, but we're still going to do it. And then next year we'll do a more thorough inspection for the mites, do some of those inspections for that. This year I just wanted to treat it and give them the best chance of making it through the winter. So we're going to do a pretty thorough hive inspection, go down as deep as we can, make sure we got a good bee action going on, see what their stores are like. So probably going to piss them off a little bit today. I've got my good gloves on. Hopefully they work. Try to keep the smoke going today. Got a little bit of breeze out here that's pushing my smoke a little bit. All right. Take the inner cover off. I always seem to start with Edgar for whatever reason. Hi guys, how we doing? I don't know how long it's been since I've done a section. I guess it's been a couple of weeks at least. I guess we can look back on that video and see. All right, so we got honeycomb with nothing in it. That one feels empty. Pretty empty. All right. So we'll just move the rest of these in here. All right, so, oh, got a little bit of honey store in this one. So frame number 4 had a little bit of honey. This one's probably half full of honey. They probably stay together pretty good. I haven't been in here in a while. Ooh, that's pretty heavy. That's good. Oh, yeah. All right. So frame 4 had honey. Frame 5 is very full of honey. Frame 6, full. 7, full. Let's just swing over here real quick. 8 definitely has. So 9 and 10 look to be empty. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 frames of honey. All right, we're gonna put these back. Let's put them back where they were. I don't really want to be messing with them right now. We're not trying to make them do extra work right now. I want them happy and comfortable, so put them back where they were. All right, try to remember to smoke a little. Wasn't really looking for the queen. I really wouldn't expect the queen to be up here, so I'm not super stressing about that. Okay. We're going to take this hive box off since there's only honey up here. This little beetle. Oh yeah, that's heavy. That is heavy. Good job, guys. Good job making honey. All right, we're still going to feed them, but I am definitely more encouraged than I was the last time I was here. All right, so the goal of this one is to try to find different stages of bees. Whew. All right, this looks like an empty frame. That's an empty frame over there. Let's go towards the middle. Try to limit the number of frames we're having to take out. How about that? See if we can see what we need to see from the middle. All right, smoke. All right, got some honey here. Looks like a little bit of bee bread, maybe. That looks like honey. Again, we're looking for the queen. As I recall, I have never seen this queen. I've seen plenty of queen action, but haven't visualized this queen. All right, definitely some honey stores here. All right, we got some cat brood. It's good. Fresh honey. Oh, there's a bee with pollen on it. There's another one with pollen on it. Hey, if you guys see the queen, can you holler out for me? All right, we're gonna put this one back inside. There's a lot of bees on that one. Okay. Smoke, 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 smoke. I think I inhaled a little bit too much of that smoke. All right, a bunch of cat brood. A little bit of honey on the margin, that's great. Really don't know if there's gonna be a bunch of eggs at this stage, but there's a larva. See it? It's right underneath of there, right there. You know what? I'm good. Cat brood works for me. We'll try to put these back where they were, best I can. All right. So I'm gonna say Edgar is doing great. Edgar's making baby bees. He's making honey. I didn't lose my smoke yet. All right, I'm gonna go good effort. Oh, don't feel good about this. There's a bunch of propolis on this, and so it's hard to push it down. It's gonna flop. Okay. All right. All right. So, looks like there's not too many bees on top right now. That's great. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. That's awesome. You know, they might even have enough honey to make it through the year, but you know what? We're gonna be on the safe side and help them out a little bit. Let me go get the I think it's called fondant, which I know is a cake decorating thing. Actually, I guess I'd probably take the whole thing with me. All right, so it says lay this on top, cut a hole, and lay on top. So he said he makes like an X and fold it back. It seems plenty appropriate to me. Okay. So they will come up here and serve themselves. We'll check back in a little while and see how they did. All right, this is, I believe it's formic acid. This is a mite treatment. You just lay this on top, as I understand. There's no instructions for this one. All right. Yeah. It's like a waxy coating on it. What do you think? You peel the waxy coating off? Let's do that. Let's peel the waxy coating off. Although it feels like it's already dissolving. I had a bee pop up and it goes, oh, just kidding, turn around, back up. All right, here we go. And lay it face down like that. Whew, just got a whiff of that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put a small box on top. Put our inner cover back. I looked for my entrance reducer and I could not find it. I'm gonna have to hunt that up. All right, so we did not see the queen, but to be honest with you, I didn't look that hard, did I? But for me, I feel like once you got a functioning hive, that's the main thing. You know, so he had a bunch of cat brood, bees doing well. So I'm good with that. All right. Okay. All right, let's move you over to the other hive. Let's go see how Beyonce's doing. So Edgar, A+. Good job, buddy. How's my smoke doing? Oh, smoke's still smoking. You guys want me to move this grass out of your way? You gotta get over here and clean up a little bit, huh? I was gonna do sugar water, but if Beyonce looks as good as Edgar did, woo, that was close. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna do the fondant. I probably won't do sugar water. I mean, there's got to be at least 40 pounds of honey in there. So I'd say that's pretty good. The sugar water is a pain in the butt. All right. So Beyonce was a little slow to start, but then she went gangbusters with producing numbers and collecting honey. Oops, easy there. She became the more aggressive hive. For sure. I think there's honey. All right, so there's a little beetle in here. I need to do some research on that. These little hive beetles. I don't want to have beetles. So if any of you guys are beekeepers out there and you watch this and you see that picture of that beetle coming up, I'll try to make sure I have it on the screen. Oh, sorry, bees. Okay, comb. Oh gosh. Well, that could have gone way better. Okay, so here you go. Here's those beetles. So those, I'll have to do some research. Those may be hive beetles. I got to remember what to do about them. Sorry guys, didn't mean to drop you on the ground. A little bit of honey in there. I think there's going to be a bunch of honey in this one. All right, honey, 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 honey. I'm done. Done with this one at least. I'll go down into the main hive and see. Okay, so we got little beetles in here, which I'm assuming are probably hive beetles. So we're gonna have to do something about that. But I anticipate this being very heavy, so they've done a great job of collecting honey in this late summer, early fall. Oh my goodness. I think this is gonna feel crazy. Oh my god. That is not going well. I have just really pissing you off, Beyonce. Whew, that was incredibly heavy, and unfortunately caused me to tilt that a little bit. I don't like that for them. I don't like pissing them off. But I did not mean to do it. And I need to get more experience. Okay, let's take one off of here so we can move around. Clean, oh my goodness. Okay. Empty frame, ready for next year. Empty frame, drawn out comb. Nothing. 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 All right, you've been doing a good job of collecting honey. Are you making any babies? Now this is the queen that I have seen before. Comb. No bees. Ooh. I wonder if we swarmed. Did we swarm? It wouldn't have been because of lack of, there are no bees. We've lost huge numbers. Beyonce has swarmed. Okay, well, looks like we get to watch them make a new queen if they survive the winter. All right. So the question is, why did they swarm? Because they had plenty of room. Zero baby bees. Zero. Okay, we're gonna have to get in that upper high box. Make sure that those are actually all honey, not baby bees. I'm trying to leave them alone, but for not having many bees in here, they are pretty noisy still. So, Beyonce, currently no babies, possibly swarmed. And these little beetles, which we're gonna have to work on. I don't know if that has any role in this. I sure hope there's some baby bees in that upper hive that I didn't see. Sure hope so. There are a lot of bees up here, so maybe they're... Oh my God, it's so heavy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's way heavier. We're not having any baby bees. There's a lot of weight to this sucker. Okay. All right, let's do a better inspection of this one. Let's see what we got. Okay. Maybe they're just all up in the second hot box. Maybe I'm freaking out over nothing. Maybe they didn't really swarm. Oh man, propolis ain't no joke. Okay, that's for sure all honey. It's all honey on that side. You'll see? Let's see. That's all honey. Well, you know, guys, I think next year we're gonna be able to harvest honey. And you know, if we wanted to, we could have harvested this honey and just sacrificed the bees and started with new hives next year. And there are some people that do that. I don't like that idea. I like the idea of ruining my bee colony. Look at that. I'm sorry, Beyonce. I'm sorry I doubted you. You're just making bees in the upper beehive. Look at that. Honey, cat brood, lots of bees, lots of honey. Honey over there. I bet you there's a bunch of brood right here. I sit here and I doubted you. I'm so sorry, Beyonce. I'll never doubt you again. Look at all you bees. Look at all that cat brood. Look at those baby bees. Beyonce's back, baby. Beyonce never left. Beyonce just moved in the upper hive and I didn't know. I assumed it was all honey. Just look at all that beautiful honey. You know what? All done. Not going to piss you off anymore. You're doing a great job, Beyonce. Sorry I ever doubted you. I'm not sure what you're doing with the lower hive box. I guess you're just saving that for next year. We need to learn. But this box was incredibly heavy. So there's baby bees in here. But there is also a bunch of honey. She's doing a great job. All right, so we're going to close this up. We're going to go learn about beetles in the beehive. What we need to do about that. So that we know. All right, let's put the fondant in here. And the can't remember if I cut that or if I tore it. All right, so I have actually a whole couple more things of bee fondant. So if they eat all this up, I'll probably check in a couple weeks. If they eat it all up, look at all those bees. You know what, I think that's fine. I mean, that's gas of me just being near it. I should probably say, so my bee guy is over at Poor Valley Bee Supply, kind of north of Kingsport, Tennessee. He does have a website. If I remember, I'll put a link to that. I wouldn't hold my breath for that. I don't know if he wants me to mention him or not, but he's a good guy. Really appreciate him. Okay, we're gonna have to move these guys because I gotta put a still making smoke. I gotta put this cover back on. Excuse me, guys. All right, got that. Try to slide it on, push these bees out of the way. Try not to mooch them. Sorry. All these little beetles. Look at the beetle. Get the beetle. Kill him. Kill the beetle. All right. Stop messing with him. Okay, here we go. Oops, this is not really on here straight. Okay, so I screwed up a couple of times. One, I dropped the hive down, dropped the frame, skipped over the top of the hive where the real bees were and looked in the bottom, which is kind of the way Edgar was. Edgar was kind of what I would normally expect, which is a bunch of honey on the second super or second hive box, and then, you know, making baby bees in the bottom. I would have thought Beyonce would have been the same. Wasn't, but we learned that. All right. So we got our inner covers back on. We got our lids back on. We're sitting on the hives, sitting good and square. Not sure what's going on over here. We'll figure that out. Oh, did you die? I think we lost one. Oh, lost another one. I'm sorry. Lost a couple. All right. So I would call this great success. Great success. Both hives making babies, both hives making honey. Pretty good amount of honey stores. We got them fed, we got our mite treatment. So the only thing we got left to do is find out about these little beetles, what to do about the beetles. Hit me up in the comments if you know. I will do some research on my own. Look at that, my smoke's still going. Look at that, you can keep my smoke going the whole time. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this little inspection. Let's get our stuff put up. And clearly I need to do more hive inspections because I suck at this. All right, so what do you guys think? Give me your predictions. Are the bees gonna make it through the winter? Are they gonna go like gangbusters next year? Tell me your thoughts about this first year of bees, and what you think the prediction is for this winter and for next year. I don't think I'm gonna make any hives or add any hives next year, but what I might do is if it looks like we might swarm, which again, I would not say that I'm qualified to make those determinations just as yet, but if it looks like we're going to swarm and I can get some feedback on that, we might split a hive and then add another one. Now I don't know where I'd put that. I thought about putting it over on another part of the property, a couple 100 yards away, just to give them another area to work with, but we'll see. The wife got in here and mowed a little bit. Surprisingly, didn't, I guess, get too scared of the bees. Surprisingly, it was kind of later at night, but so I could get in here and work, thank goodness. I don't think she knew I was coming to do this, but thankfully it worked out. All right, well, that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me. God bless, and go bees.